rematch against Sean O'Malley, the former bantamweight champion, actually the guy that he took the belt from. What I saw Merab was that he looked more dominant in part 2 than he did in part 1. And not only did he look more dominant because he did win by submission. You know what's crazy? When we was watching the fight, we was texting each other, and I said, "Yo, you told me who I got," and I said, "Bruh, I got Merab, but he needs to get him by submission because he can't play the same. I'm gonna go to full 5 rounds like he did it first time and knocked out." But here's the thing, though: he looked better in this fight against a better-looking Sean O'Malley. Against Sean O'Malley, who looked more focused, or Sean O'Malley, who wasn't injured, because he claimed he was injured in the first fight. There's no excuses of that in this one. A healthier Sean O'Malley, and this man ended up submitting him. What's gonna happen? Like who else in the bantamweight division is gonna stop this man? Like
that's a great question.
The best bet they had was Umar.
That's a great question. Well, after the fight, it was Corey Sandhagen. That was the name being put out there, which I think is an interesting fight. I think it's actually a pretty interesting fight.
I believe it's an interesting fight too. There really isn't no point in asking who we think is next, because we all agree that he is next, and I think even the UFC is saying, like, you know.
Yeah, I don't see. I'm trying to think who's in and around that weight class. Featherweight is Volk. I don't see that happening right now. Yeah, it looks like Sandhagen, and Sandhagen paid his dues. I was interested back to see him and O'Malley fight, because I always thought that was 2 different styles of striking. So I was interested in that. So Sandhagen might even be, I might be wrong about this, even taller than O'Malley. He's a hard puzzle to figure out in spots. I'm trying to remember who beat Sandhagen. I remember Peter Yan beat him by a close 5-round decision. Dillashaw got him in a close, I'm naming the matches he lost, in a close 5-round decision. He ended up beating him, Chito Vera. So it was Umar that beat Sandhagen. I think that was the match he dropped that got him out of the sweepstakes. And I remember it was a bit of a controversy. I'm like, how Umar just getting in there, walking in?
Yeah, he shouldn't have been knocked out with him in the first place. That's how we all felt.
Yeah. But look, so Sandhagen, it looks like that's the next match. What do you think is next for O'Malley? But let me before I ask, I'm gonna give you my thoughts on the fight. I thought it was a good fight. I thought it was an excellent fight. I thought O'Malley looked better and had better moments in this fight. I said to you, I thought O'Malley would score a knockout, because I figured that, you know, sometimes when you're the guy that wins, you don't necessarily know what to adjust to. Whereas when you're the guy that loses, you know, you got tape, you kind of see what you did wrong. And one thing that stood out, I felt like in the first fight, there was a body shot that O'Malley did land at some point, and you could see him kind of going there with roundhouses. He was trying to get to the body. He defended well against the wrestling. But man, this dude, Merab, has an engine on him, bro. When you talk about cardio, he has a different kind of engine.
Cardio, bro. Weaponized cardio.
It's like, how do you beat these guys that don't get tired, man? Like they got to deal with him. It's going to be Sandhagen next. What's next? What do you think is next for O'Malley? What do you think is next for O'Malley? This is Shells. This was the star. This was the star of stars. This is the guy. Remember when he knocked Aljo out? They put it on UFC for everybody to see. You ain't have to buy it. It wasn't restricted. This is supposed to be the guy winning the contenders. He's supposed to be the guy. What's next? What happens next? Where to from here?
Well, I don't see him getting a title shot anytime soon. Definitely not. If he's gonna stay in bantamweight, I say he go for. I think he's at the point now. He still has a name. Well, he has to go for a big win to get another title shot. He's not gonna get another immediate title shot. Yeah, he has to go for a big name. Bruh, I say he goes for Davison Figueiredo.
Didn't he just lose his last fight? I feel like. What did he fight? Umar?
Sean O'Malley also lost his last fight.
Yeah, but Figueiredo is a name.
It's a name.
So what about O'Malley versus Umar then? I think that his name rings out a little more. I mean, as far as you know, you talking about the upper echelons of the division.
I won't be mad at that either. I go for that too.
I want to see him move up. He's big for the weight class as far as height is concerned. Maybe not weight. I don't know his situation, whether he has a difficult time cutting weight. It's pretty tall.
Okay.
I don't know if the carry would carry. I don't know if the power would carry, but if that speed carried to that division, to the featherweight division, we're talking about. Think about it, you talking about Volk. Volk is not the tallest guy in the world, so I can see I can see O'Malley having range, maybe a reach advantage there. You got who's my guy that beat Pitbull? Rodriguez. What a striking match that would be. Featherweight is loaded. I don't know if O'Malley can, physically, whether packing on a few pounds, what that would do. If that would be an easier. If I don't hear him complaining about the weight cut. So maybe bantam is his perfect weight class. But I wouldn't mind seeing him move up. I think, bro. The way he's lost to Merab, I don't. He would have to wait. He's in the back. Even if he won his next fight, he would be in back of nobody's. It's a combination, shows. It's a combination of clamor and what you've actually done. So O'Malley, what he's actually done would get him in the conversation, but nobody's clamoring for that fight. See him in Morocco.
Who was clamoring for this fight?
Right. For them to do it a third time.
You said it yourself. He was the starter. Like, we could tell when a UFC says you, we want you. All you gotta do is win the fights and put you on the pedestal. Like that's why I said I think he just one fight away from another title shot. It's an impressive win. If he gets in there with either Umar or Davison and wins the fight with one of his signature KOs that goes viral, bro, I think he's gonna be in the conversation for a title shot, bro.
Nah. The reason why, bro, if there's a different champion, but the reason why is because he's been the way he's been dominated, Shells. I can understand if it was like a close, like, bro, he's been dominated his last two fights, bro. Dominated. And this one was a stoppage. So technically this was really worse. Even though the first one was bad. Like, he kissed him on the neck. And he was dominating so bad. He was arguing with the referee, arguing with people in the corner. He wasn't even looking at O'Malley. O'Malley was like the third opponent. It was just like a lot. It was like, yo, what am I watching? So O'Malley's phenomenal, and I guess this is not O'Malley being lower than Merab. It's just Merab being so much better than everybody else in the division. That's to this point.
Now moving on to the co-main, another
my main event.
My man Kevin laughing because my girl Juliana Pena didn't walk away with the belt this time, but just her title defense against Kayla Harris, and we got a new champ, a new bantamweight champ, bantamweight champ.
She gave Juliana the same treatment she gave everybody else outside of Pacheco in PFL, but she gave her that same. She went in there and starched Holly Holm. She went in there, put her away quick. This round, I think this fight were we in the second round? This was the second or third round? I'm trying to remember. Either or, she beat her, I believe, with a Kimura. She almost broke her arm. She dominated. She put Juliana down. She dominated. Juliana put up a fight, but she hung in there. She hung in tough. Juliana being Juliana, but dang. Second round. It was pretty dominant. It was dominant. It was a dominant display for Harrison. It opens things up for things to come, but we'll stick on this fight for right now.
I thought about to say what it also did was destroy my dream of a trilogy.
What dream? You say I asked you about it. You said you was over it. You was at peace with Juliana not getting her trilogy. That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
I'm able to move. Hey, I'm accepting. Like, hey, it is what it is. Because
what are you?
Would I have like? You just want to see me suffer. Would I have liked to see that trilogy between Juliana Pena and Amanda Nunes? Of course I would have. But Kayla has won fair and square. She wasn't like Juliana wasn't cheated out of a win. She was just not the better fighter that night. It is what it is. So I am more excited to see Nunes. You see, look, Nunes versus Harris. I'm excited. Like,
Yeah, I am too. I am too.
so for first of all, for Amanda Nunes to get out of retirement to face her after that performance, I would like to see, like, the last time I was excited for Amanda Nunes fight was when Amanda Nunes Cyborg.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like, yo, like, I really felt like Amanda was in
Yeah.
trouble. Like, I really felt like Amanda might be in trouble with this one.
Oh, and yeah, going in. Yeah, yeah.
Going in, like, for hindsight,
No.
made me feel like,
Yeah. No. I get it. I totally get it. I think analysis wise, I was like, this might
Bruh, it
not
was-
go that. I remember thinking this might go different.
yeah.
Me
When I-
personally,
yeah.
I was looking at it like this might go different.
Yeah, I would never bet against Nunes again, and then
Yeah,
Pena
yeah.
came to and threw my world upside down once again. But yeah, this is the first time I'm like, yo, this one is gonna give Amanda a run for her money.
Yeah,
And
this
that's what
presents a
it's-
different.
That's where the excitement's coming from.
What's next for Pena? The wait for the winner. Lick your wounds and wait for the winner. I think she's probably Pena might be 36-37. She's 1-1 with Nunes. I don't think this is gonna be a 1-off for Nunes. I mean, considering if Nunes won. So what I can see, Shell, is Pena waiting there, maybe hoping, because if Nunes goes in there and smokes Harrison, I'm pretty sure this is not a 1-off for Nunes. I don't think I doubt this is a 1-off.
Yeah,
So I can see her fighting either Pena or Valentina after that. So I think it'll still be open.
They might reopen the 145 division.
Well, that's another thing. If they reopen that division, I think that's
Bro,
good for Pena, because Pena would be back in line for the 135 belt. She probably would get first dibs. So I think it's for her. I think that's the only choice. She just gotta stay there. Stay there. See if she gotta stay, bro, or retire.
So but waiting for the winner though, like, bruh, it could be a situation where how long she's gonna we just putting on her age. You never know. There could be a rematch between Nunes and Harrison, but that's if they.
You're supposed to do,
155.
Shells. This is the penalty of losing. What is she supposed to do? Well, let me ask you, what's next for Pena? I'm telling you, she's got to sit there and wait. I mean, or retire.
No,
What you
I don't
got? You saying you make it sound like I'm tripping by saying she can just stay there. What you got signed?
Not until I get my my trilogy. I definitely don't think she should retire. But maybe.
But that requires her staying there. All roads lead to her staying at 135 or retiring.